Hello, and welcome back to the Fruit of Grisaia. Last time, Makina decided that making bread was going to be fun. I guess we'll see how that turns out. Woo! An unusually tidy looking Michiru, stares up at me wide-eyed, patting her hair with a towel, presumably fresh out of the bath. Oh, okay. Probably not. Money isn't that much of an issue. Just getting a little hands-on experience in the adult world. Yeah, you wouldn't like it there too much, so don't, worry about it too much, okay? Michiru frowns dubiously. Fundamentally, students using phrases like experiencing the adult world tend to be dressing up somewhat less, innocent motives. Let's be honest, for Makina, that's still probably true. Accordingly, it's probably difficult to take the words at face value. But we should probably change that. Very true. I really don't think so, now that I really think about it, but hey, it's gonna happen, let's see what happens. In response to Michiru's admittedly somewhat reasonable question, Sachi shakes her head softly. A very good point. A very good point indeed. Exactly right. You've got a good head on your shoulders, Sachi. Sachi, calm down. What, mine or hers? I don't really think you'd be able to make that, well, whatever. Huh. Well, yes and no. I mean, yes, she is admittedly just saying, yeah, I'm willing to do it, and she's not doing it because of this. She actually doesn't have the will to improve. She just wants to make bread. She's not even saying that, now that I think about it. You know what, never mind. I was gonna say that yes and no because, you either, well, even if you, there's a difference between having the will to improve and making the decision that you want to improve. And honestly, Makina hasn't done either of those. Results, schmaltz. But again, Makina hasn't done either. Oh, are you some kind of self-help expert now? But you fail and don't get results quite easily as well. Well, you're good at mouthing words to that effect at the very least. Look, when push comes to shove, you always have Sachi bail you out, right? Whenever anything happens, Sachi, Sachi! Hell, you were screaming for her in the middle of the night just the other day. No excuse, shocking. Ah yes, truly, the will to improve. You're just spouting gibberish now. At this rate, you're just going to end up being unable to tie your own shoes without Sachi around. Michiru, you should get a job with Makina. Oh, this'll be great. Sort of besides the point. Stop spoiling the girl. You're turning her into a useless lump. Uh-huh. What the hell are you saying? I mean, yeah, some capitalist hiring a new employee does invigorate the economy, but it's not like you're paying the girl an appropriate wage for her labors.
難しいこと言われてもわかんないわよ。
What? Okay, I don't know what you didn't understand, but behold, Zanji, the road was paved with good intentions, but this is where it brought to you.
いえ、みちる様を責めないでください。反省すべき点は私にあるのですから。
Oh, it's not your fault. Well, I mean, it's a little your fault, but it's totally, mostly Michiru's fault. You really are a good girl, aren't you? I think that warrants some praise. Get over here. I reach out and rub Sachi's head roughly, working my fingers around her frilly hairband. Oh god, she's gonna faint.
何よ何よ、これじゃあまるで私がダメな子みたいじゃないのよ。
I have been acting more fatherly lately, haven't I? Well, if the shoe fits.
わかったわよ。サチに甘えなきゃいいんでしょ。
Wait. Do you want head pats in exchange for actually being an independent person?
苦手を克服してりゃいい子なんでしょ。わかったわよ。やってやろうじゃないのよ。
The medicinal power of head pats. Easy enough to mouth the words. The instant you actually run into trouble, you just go cleaning the Sachi again in no time.
そんなことないわよ。いいサチ。もし私が苦手なことから逃げ出そうとしても絶対に甘やかしちゃダメよ。
Ooh. Oh, this is not gonna go well. I can't wait to see what happens.
はあ、よろしいのでしょうか。
This is an absolute order, Sachi. You must follow it. Unless our life's on the line. But then again, Sachi will follow it unless we say that.
よろしいのよ。わかった。
Oh
わか
god.
ったら復唱しなさい。
はい、私小峰幸はみちる様を甘やかさないと誓います。
That's a much more reasonable one.
よろしい。じゃあ大声出して喉乾いたからなんか飲み物持ってきて。
Are you stupid? Wait, yes, you are stupid.
はい、ただいま。
You people just don't get it, do you? Oh my goodness, they're both stupid.
あ、何がよ。
Can I take that head pat back? I want refundable head pats. No, just forget it. Michiru needs Sachi, and Sachi needs Michiru. Well, at least it's that's the sense I get from when I watch the two of them like this. I mean, based on Michiru's route, she does play a good positive role in Sachi's duties. So, yeah. This relationship seems to have found its own delicate balance. Trying to crudely rearrange it this late in the game would be unreasonable. I'm not even on either of the routes, so yeah. But when you look at it that way, maybe sending Makina out into the working world was a little hasty of me after all.
そうね。私には無謀にしか思えないけど、でもこのままずっと学園に押し込んでおくわけにもいかないじゃない。
True.
実際アマネなんかは買い物のたびにマキナの手を引いて歩いて少しでも学園の外の世界に馴染ませようとしてたみたいだしね。
I thought Makina came around with her shopping. Well, that's just...
そう。誰かが手を引いてくれなければ外に出られない子になっちゃうでしょ。
Right, good point.
アマネもそのことはずっと気にしてたし、なんとかしなきゃってよく悩んでたわ。だから今回のアルバイトに関して不安はあるけど、時にはこういった強引さも必要なんじゃない？
This is surprisingly mature of you, Michiru. Huh. So even you can make a coherent point every once in a while? Let's see... Are you calling me Yuuji or Yuuji-kun at the moment?
あんた、私のことただのアホだと思ってない？
A bit, yeah. I mean, I like you. You're fun. You're a good person, and I can sympathize with you somewhat, but you're still an idiot a lot of the time. What? You're not?
そりゃ強くは否定しないけれども、本人に向かってそういうのはっきり言っちゃうのはあんたの良くないところよ。
お待たせいたしました、みちる様。
Our conversation is interrupted by prompt beverage delivery. Smiling brightly, Sachi places a glass containing cloudy, liquid and ice onto the table in front of Michiru with a solid thunk. Michiru favors our servant with a loud, lordy nod and magnanimous well done, then immediately reaches out for the tumbler.
まあ何にせよ、苦手な克服は確かに立派だとは思うけど、くれぐれも周りに迷惑をかけないようにやってもらいたいわね。
Irony. Even as she speaks, Michiru brings the drink Sachi provided to her lips, then goes down the mighty swig. Oh, Sachi. How are you? You're following orders and still not spoiling her. Ooh, how are you doing it?
くへ
An instant later, Michiru's eyes jerk open wide, and then, still clutching the glass in one white-knuckled hand, she crumbles to the floor, knees trembling against the ground, and begins to yelp like a distressed weasel.
みちる様どうされました？
サチこれ
何と申されましても、純度 100% のクエン酸の粉末を絞りたてのレモン果汁で希釈したものですが何か？
Interesting. Is this what she normally drinks?
私は酸っぱいの苦手なの知っててわざとこんなの出したわけ。
はい、みちる様には苦手を克服していただき、より豊かな人生を謳歌していただこうと思いまして。
酸っぱいもので人生が豊かになるならこの世に戦争なんて起きないわよ。
Wait, what? Where did you come to that?
すみません、ちょっと何を言っているのか全然わかりません。
Did you lose the whole conversation that you had before?
なんでよ。
What?
わからないことをぐだぐだ言ってないで、とっとと飲み上がってください。
Or else.
みちる様、どちらへ？
Wow, that seems threatening. Nimbly shifting course, Sachi pulls Michiru's legs out from under her as she scrambles desperately to escape. And then, with an elegant flutter of her long skirt, the maid plunges herself down on her wheeling mistress's stomach.
みちる様、まだお飲み物がたくさん残っておりますよ。
Drinking from lying down might be a bad idea, though.
いらない、あんたにあげる。あんたが飲みなさいよ。
ですが先ほどは苦手から逃げ出そうとしても絶対に甘やかすなとのご命令でしたので。小峰幸、この任務に実力を持って対処させていただきたく存じます。 Please open your mouth.
Still straddling Michiru, Sachi grabs hold of her chin, and in a reasonable facade simile of a KGB agent forcing a captive to drink huge amounts of water to wash away the traces of truth serum, she violently presses the glass to her mouth.
Let's drink.
Woo!
うわ
So much fun.
雨が目の下がピクピクする。ズバー。
I'm surprised you're getting out this many words.
美味しいですね。さあ、一滴もこぼさず全部飲むのです。豚のように鼻を鳴らしながら飲むのです。
Yep, Sachi definitely needs Michiru.
こんなにいっぱい飲めない許して。
それは萌え台詞ですか？軽いエロ台詞ですか？萌えキャラ気取りなんですか？
ギャー顔にかけないで。お風呂入ったばっかりなのに。
なぜでしょう。こうして苦しみあえいでいるみちる様を見ていると背中がゾクゾクします。
Did we say no one in the group was a super sadist?
同意する
And she even uses the same phrasing
基本私は M ですが、
when it comes to men. But for girls, I am thinking maybe not. Or maybe just Michiru.
みちる様は私に S をお求めのようでしたので、ご要望とあれば私はどんな私にもなれる可能性を秘めているのです。
How convenient.
まさに顧客満足度 100% の小峰措置でございます。通販型売上ナンバーワンメイドですね。
Mail order.
言ってる意味がまるでわからないわよ。
Yeah, I'm on Michiru's side for that
見
one.
積もりはウェブで。
Okay, what do I call? Wait, what website?
だから無理やり飲む。いや。
Sounded sexual. Mail order. Damn. What can I say? You two really get along, don't you?
ちょっとユージじゃないわよ。あんた笑ってないで助けなさいよ。このドイツメイド私の上からどかして。
Sorry, what? Oh, I didn't quite catch that. My hearing really seems to be going these days.
ふざけんな。
みちる様、言葉遣いがお乱れですよ。
Hmm.
だからイデージの方に
How much did she make?
随分と騒がしいから来てみれば。あなたたち一体何をしているの？
Do you want to join in?
ゲボ吐 げえ。
誰がジュビコよ。
いいから助けてください。
まったく。小峰さん、はい、何でしょう。こんなに床を汚して一体誰が掃除をすると思っているの？私ですが。
She's not wrong, and she probably will, even like regardless.
そういえばそうね。じゃあいっか。
What was Yumiko thinking?
よくね
All right. Don't burst the blood vessel. Hey, Saji,
Yes, boss.
why don't you let the girl off the hook? Michiru's learned her lesson. I'm sure she'll drink the rest of it on her own. Right, Michiru?
飲むわよ。飲めばいいんでしょ。
Ooh. She does not seem convinced.
いえ、飲ませてください。ちゃんと全部飲みます。お腹がタプタプになるまで。
はい、大変良い心がけと存じます。
You are scary, Sachi.
ひどい目にあった。
You know, if you ran faster, Sachi might have had an excuse to use her like military grade made uniform.
そもそもどうしてこういうことになったわけ？説明してもらえるかしら。
Not really. Good question. Well, we started off by talking about how overcoming weaknesses and stuff. I basically just provide a brief summary.
イリスさんがパン屋でアルバイトをね。
Well, she's basically just helping out a little around the store during break. But I was hoping a little interaction with people outside the school might help the girl get over her shyness and teach her some common sense.
苦手を克服するのは大変素晴らしいことですので、この機会にぜひみちる様にも酸っぱいものを克服していただこうとした結果が先ほどの状態になります。
だったらサチ、あんたも苦手を克服しなさいな。あんたの苦手なものって何よ。
実のところ、私は風見さんが苦手です。
Do you? Me?
はい、風見さんに頭を撫でられたり、そっと抱きしめられたりすると背中がゾクゾクして動けなくなってしまうほど苦手です。
I'll have to keep that in mind. I see. I wasn't aware, but I guess that's no excuse. I've been patting your head pretty thoughtlessly, haven't I? Sorry about that.
いえ、苦手を克服するのは大変重要なことです。今後も私に隙があればいつでも頭を撫でていただいて構いません。
She's doing this on purpose. I wonder if Yuuji really is buying this.
サチ、あんたそれ卑怯よ。
はい、クエン酸のレモン割りをもう一杯おかわりですか？
あんた耳どこで落としてきた？拾ってきなさいよ。
Not to change the subject, but what are you all doing for summer vacation?
どうするとは？
I assume people are going home like they did in the other one. I'm curious how it'll change. Just wondering if you're planning on working part-time or heading home or what have you.
私は別にアルバイトの予定もないし、実家にも戻らないと思うわ。
Really? Choice is a choice, but
私もずっと寮にいるかな。
yeah, that'll probably never change.
私も特に用事はありませんし、帰る実家もありませんから。
I seem like a pretty big option Michiru's around, but whatever. I see. Watching a gloomy atmosphere spread uniformly around the room, I wince a little inwardly. Seems like I shouldn't have asked this particular question.
そういうあんたはどうなのよ。
I assume I'm going to be doing my fatherly duties. Me? Oh, let's see. I don't really have a home to go back to, but I guess there's a possibility I'll be called to my part-time job every once in a while. Ah, right. I'm also planning to visit a grave.
お墓参りですか？
My master's grave is up in the mountains of Yamanashi. It gets completely overgrown with the weeds as I clean it up once a year.
お掃除は得意ですからお手伝いしましょうか？
That's all right. I want to do it myself. That's just that's sort of what you do when you visit a grave, right?
はい。すみません。出過ぎた真似を。
Well, I appreciate the thought at least.
のほーい、サッチーン、お風呂空いたのよさ。
Our conversation is interrupted by the arrival of a fresh-faced shrimp with a big grin on her face. Amani follows in her wake. Makina's arm is curled around a hot pink wash basin, containing not only the usual bath soap, but also perhaps the single creepiest looking mute of a toy duck I've ever had the displeasure of laying eyes on.
あとは女の子サチンだけなのよ。入っちゃいな入っちゃいな。
じゃあマキちゃんの飲み物用意したら入っちゃうね。
それはいいわよさっちゃん。マキナの分は私が用意するからお風呂入っちゃいな。
はい。じゃあ風見さん、お先にお風呂いただきます。
That's alright, take your time.
ちょっとサーチ待ちなさいよ。私ももう一度入るから。
With a small bow in my direction, Sachi briskly heads up the stairs towards the bathroom. In pursuit is a quite literally sour-faced Michiru. The bath in this dorm has a full 8 faucets and showers. Theoretically speaking, everyone in the dorm could get in the same time if they wanted to, but instead the residents have developed an unwritten protocol. Our solitude-loving Sakaki performs her ritual ablutions first, as to minimize the risk of human interaction. Generally, Michiru takes her turn immediately thereafter. As for why Michiru's the second up, well, it seems he refuses to go after Makina, who has something of a reputation for leaving the bath as an utter mess. And once the tsundere is done, Amani and Makina take their turn together. Sachi always claims to be the final slat, so that she can perform a little quick cleanup afterwards. And when I was thrown into the mix, it was generally agreed that I would enter only after all the women had their turns, so as to reduce the potential for awkward mishaps.
いいお湯だったのよ。パパも一緒に入ればよかったのに。
God, no. I don't think Chizu would be too pleased if I pulled a stunt like that.
学園長が文句言わなかったら一緒に入るつもり？
The bathroom's got 8 separate showers. I don't see why it'd be a problem.
そういう問題じゃないような気がするな。でも確かに私が体洗ってる間、マキナを見ててくれると助かるのよね。
And let's be realistic here. I don't think either of you really mind if I saw you naked. Amana, you just don't seem like the type who'd care. And Makina's sort of crazy sometimes.
この子、油断してるとお風呂で寝ちゃうから危ないし。
Maybe the lack of common sense is the better way to phrase it, like this game has been. That a fact? Yes, that would explain why Amane almost always goes in with her.
それじゃ、私は失礼して部屋に戻らせてもらうわ。
Have fun.
おやすみ。ねえパパ、みんなで集まって何のお話してたの？
Right, we were just discussing our plans for the summer vacation. Amane, you're going back to visit your family, right?
と言ってもまだ先の話だけどね。それに実家って言っても母方のおじいちゃんおばあちゃんの家だし。
Oh, is that the case?
アマネーのおばあちゃんち京都なのよ。すっげえ美人だけどすっげえ怖いのよさ。
Have you gone before? We've met her.
去年の夏休みにね、この子を寮に置いていくわけにもいかなかったから一緒に京都に連れてったのよ。なんかね、すっげえ高そうな着物着ててね、そんでキセルでタバコ吸ってた。
Oh, right. She's from a restaurant family.
あれな、料亭のおかみじゃなくて、どう見てもその筋の姉さんなのよさ。人のおばあちゃんをなんだと思ってやがる。
Someone like you, maybe.
なんか変な人？
Strange enough to be called weird by Makina. I guess we must be talking about a pretty damn peculiar individual here.
変じゃないってば。
I bet she is.
でも初対面でいきなり大ボケかましてたのよさ。
What, like a joke? Set up line.
いや、だからさ、私がおばあちゃん家の扉開けて「こんにちは」って声かけたら、奥から玄関口で「あまねえ」じゃなくて私に向かって「遠いとこよう来はったな」って言ったのよ。
You know, you're small enough. I wonder if she would have thought that you're Amane's kid.
そんでまあ、マキナの顔をガッと掴んだかと思ったら、いや、しばらく見えひんかったらえらい縮んでしまって、今年の夏はえらい暑いよってなって。
That's not bad.
軒下に釣られたたくあんじゃあるまいし、縮まないっての。
You might. Is the woman senile? Sounds like quite the entertaining grandmother.
マキナ、あんた今年も一緒に行く？
また今年も浴衣着てお祭り行こっか。
おー、いいな。去年作ってもらった浴衣まだ着れっかな。
大丈夫じゃない？あんた全然背伸びてないし。
Ooh, so you're stuck like that? Damn. You got it. Come to think of it, I guess that'd be a pretty good look for a stumpy little bear like Makina.
それは褒められているのか？
I don't know. On the other hand, Amane, what he kind of really works so well with this distinctly un-Japanese figure.
なんで私をジロジロ見る？
Well, Amane, my friend, a word of advice from me to you. When wearing a yukata, try not to saunter around the streets with a bottle of lotion in one hand.
歩くかボケ。つか、あんたが私を見ながら何を想像したのか大体わかったわよ。つうかさ、今年はユージも来る？
No, I'll pass.
遠慮ならいらないよ。部屋ならいっぱいあるし、料理屋だから食事も心配ないし、何も予定がないならおいでよ。
Thing is, I'm on call for my part-time job. I don't know when they'll want me, and I need fairly good reason to leave the prefecture. There's paperwork to fill out and everything.
そっか、残念だね。
I'll enjoy myself in my own way. Don't worry about it.
ごめんね。
Nothing to apologize for. Thanks for inviting me. In the first place, if I did tag along to meet their grandmother first, I'm really not quite sure how I'd respond to having my cheeks firmly pinched. Let alone, Lord Almighty, hasn't it been that long since I saw you, but you've gone turned into man, because it was a long rainy season this year. Actually, might as well hit me with. And even the company were to give me permission to leave the prefecture. There's a good chance I'd still be summoned when necessary. Worst case scenario, they might end up landing a helicopter on the old lady's lawn. Fundamentally speaking, enjoying a vacation like anyone else is a privilege not extended to those of us who live with a chain lock firmly around our necks. Even so, my summer begins normally enough. Well, I mean, Makina still needs to be working there over the summer, right? Sometimes I'm amazed at the human capacity to adapt. Generally speaking, the speed with which someone picks up the knack of something is proportional to their performance, but it's surprisingly difficult to guess the fastest learners ahead of time. Exceptionally talented individuals can often apply their existing skills to a new task, but it's not uncommon for someone who seems inferior to others in other respects to properly discover an astonishing talent in one specific field. Case in point, ever since I was a kid, I had a firm reputation for being below average at everything I tried. Really? Okay. But when I met my master, stumbled across a certain talent, and in time came to see the world through a new lens. You could say that discovering that talent made it possible for me to finally find my niche, such as it is. Okay, we're getting pretty abstract here, so I'm going to explain things a little more simply. There are two types of people in this world, those who are capable of riding a bicycle and those who are not. And well, apparently Makina belongs in the former category. That's it. So she's really good at it. Makina zips around the courtyard on the mini Versace Lentas, only releasing one handlebar to wave in my direction. And not exactly ready for the tour, but she's maintaining a respectable degree of control. A girl only got on a bicycle for the first time yesterday. Yesterday? Wait. It's only been one day since that discussion about her flailing around like that? Really? Damn. Well, props to Makina, she really does pick up some things fast. Namely, those little ladies who fall right off whenever an obstacle crosses their path, the so-called granny cyclist, quite a respectable standard to pass after one day. I'm pretty well convinced at this point, the girl has talent. Perhaps it was my rigorous training, in the finest tradition of a culture that produced 300 warriors who faced down 1 million Persians, that allowed it to blossom. I'm not deeply satisfied to see the wisdom of my educational methods reaffirmed. As Makina pumps away at the pedals, enthralled with a burst of speed she can produce on her own power, her face seems to have frozen in a maniacal, joyful grin. Joyful, like, I sort of want to see Makina just like the most evil, like, happy grin. Because it totally feels like it would fit her. I know exactly how she feels. Discovering a new talent is like seeing a clear new path opening up before you on the vague, foggy road in the future. It's a downright stirring feeling. You may be making assumptions here, Yuuji, about how she's feeling. Will I be able to prepare the sort of road this daughter of mine deserves? As my thoughts lurch into sentimental territory, all of a sudden, the sight of Makina waving at me from her bicycle seems oddly moving. Shit, Yuuji really is starting to think like a dad. I've never had a child of my own, so I can only speculate. But maybe these are the sort of feelings that carry the fathers of the world through the daily grind. Before I know it, I've started to worry about what can I do for this girl. Seriously, considering multiple possibilities for her future, it's bizarre. I can't even figure out myself anymore. You seem pretty decent. Our final lap completed, Makina comes to rest a few feet in front of me, puffing out her meager chest in display of pure pride that would put a strutting peacock to shame. Huh. You're a cocky little punk. But I must admit, you've gotten the general idea. So all those thoughts that Yuuji had about how his training and educational system, they were right. They're definitely going to work. It's a Mane. I see. I was aware of that, of course. Of course, yes. Yuuji just back of the head remembers it. Oh, fuck. I was just thinking that thing. Mane reported afterwards. I just showed her the basics, but she got the hang of it pretty easily. During this initial session, Makina apparently fell off her bike only once or twice. Perfectly normal for a beginner, of course, but what surprised Mane was the way she fell. When Makina felt she was beginning to lose her balance, she instantly determined the safest possible way to hit the ground. Sometimes she deliberately slid off the bike to avoid the worst case scenario. I really don't see why not. Alright then, how about you follow me on the bike when I go running today? More or less. While we're at it, I'll teach you the rules of riding a bike on the public road. Why do I feel as though that part of it, the rules, is going to be the part she's not going to get? I glance at the watch on my left wrist. About 6:30. If I run at my normal pace and skip climbing the stairs at the Central Shrine, it should come out to be a light 50-minute course. Once you get the hang of riding a bike, wanting to pedal out into the world is only human. And when you're passing through a familiar town in a whole new way, it's not hard to feel a slight sense of adventure swelling up in your chest. The question of just how far can I go floats naturally through your mind. But even taking it all into consideration, I can't let this turn into a casual joyride. There's just too much I need to teach Makina. First, the most fundamentals of fundamentals. How to focus your attention when operating a vehicle. There are far too many people who only look directly in front of them. At the very least, I want Makina looking far enough down the road to notice hazards 15 meters or more in advance. And while checking her size should go without saying, I don't want the girl ignoring what's behind her either. Unlike motorcycles or cars, bicycles don't have blinkers or brake lights. Keeping everyone around you informed of your intentions requires deliberate care on your part. By checking both sides ahead of time, you can avoid problems when you can change a lane or make a turn, and being aware of what's behind you dramatically reduces the risk of being rear-ended while braking. I'm jogging along, explaining the matters to Makina when she was totally paying attention when I passed a pink-collar worker. Pink-collar? Casually fiddling with her cell phone as she steers her car with one careless hand. Pink-collar worker? I've never heard that before. Take a look at that, Makina. Bicycle accidents are on the rise these days, and the majority are directly caused by happy-go-lucky types like her. That woman can see just fine. She's just choosing not to look. It's like she's driving a damn tank. As a general rule, motor vehicles are made to provide their operator with adequate visibility. Not even trying to look around you is negligent, and ignoring what's right before your eyes is downright criminal. Oh, we should go get her. Averting your gaze from things you'd rather not see, covering your ears against unpleasant words. Exactly the sort of casual arrogance that once led Japan into an unwinnable war. Man, he has strong feelings on that war. You'd think we'd learn our lesson by now. In any case, never operate a vehicle while playing with your cell phone. And keep your headphones off too. I mean, headphones off, that's really a given. Using a cell phone isn't the end of the world, honestly. You just have to be very careful. Be very, very careful. And make sure you're only occasionally doing keep most of your focus on the road, basically. If you're just looking down for several seconds at a time, like 5-10 seconds at a time, that's stupid. That's extremely stupid. Always pay attention to your surroundings and be aware of how well others can see you. That alone should be enough to get a good percentage of preventable accidents you might suffer. To avoid a good percentage of preventable accidents you might suffer otherwise.
なるほど。
Are you gonna remember this? As a general rule, the most important part of keeping yourself safe is maintaining a healthy fear of things that can kill you. In other words, don't get so used to the peaceful existence you're currently enjoying that you start taking it for granted. Nothing went wrong yesterday, and today's been smooth sailings as well, so tomorrow will no doubt be just the same. Such careless thinking sneaks up on you, and when a real crisis arrives, it can render you utterly helpless. I mean, that's true to an extent, but that type of thinking can go too far once you start making significant sacrifices for the sake of it. But pressing this rather theoretical point won't do much good. The words will probably go in one ear and out the other until Magina has a wake-up call of her own. Instead, I emphasize the importance of concrete, simple procedures for staying alert and aware of the road around her. Listen, Magina, no matter how much of a hurry you might be in, don't even think about neglecting your safety checks. In fact, the faster you're rushing, the more alert you need to be. Being careless and taking chances isn't going to gain you a significant amount of time. At most, it'll cost you 5 minutes a trip or so. That's a small price to pay for preventing a worst-case scenario. You've got a long life ahead of you, so it's not worth taking risk. It's not worth risking the decades you got left for the sake of 10 minutes here or there. You understand?
つまりあれな、さっき言ってた生還してこそ次があるってやつな。
Exactly. You're not going to win respect of grown-ups by being reckless. If anything, the Department of Defense has better things to do than write letters of condolence to your parents, maggot, is the typical reaction.
金かけて教育したのにあっさり行かれたら、そりゃ国防総省も大損なのよさ。
Does Japan call it the Department of Defense too, or the Japanese equivalent of like what you translate into the Department of Defense? It seems like you're starting to get the idea. Alright, let me drill this into that thick country bumpkin skull of yours one last time. Here's my rule. Don't die before your parents. Amana and I will teach you the skills you need to keep yourself in one piece. So, don't waste our efforts through sheer stupidity, understood?
Sir! Yes, sir!
Good. Pretty decent answer for a shit-eating recruit. We'll suspend our training here for the day.
ありがとうございました!
She's into it. Clicking her heels together, Makina smartly snaps a hand to her head. I'm surprised by how well she's taking the whole military thing. Originally, this salute was something Makina started as part of some make-believe soldier game, but that made explain it. The gesture was so painfully sloppy that I couldn't stop myself from dressing her down on her poor form. Apparently, she took my remonstrations to heart. The angle of her right arm is sharp, and she's tightly clenching her free hand at her side. Not entirely orthodox, but she's got spirit. Well then, the girl's probably hungry. Probably about time for breakfast. But just as I'm glancing at my watch, a fluting call fills the air.
お？どこからともなく愉快な鳥の鳴き声が。
Why do bird songs always sound like a fucking cuckoo, cuckoo? Is that just the joke, or... Ah, that's a cuckoo. He was singing yesterday morning, too.
過去？っていうと、托卵するやつ？
I'm impressed you know that. Yeah, cuckoo lays their eggs in the nest of other birds like the shrike or reed warbler. There's probably a nest around here.
見たい見たい！過去の巣見てみたいのよさ！
Squinting, I carefully look over the area the bird song's coming from. The search proves slightly easier this time around. There it is. Look at the 18th tree. Counting from the storehouse on the left. It's up in the branches. Can you see it?
どこ？全然見えないのよさ。
Don't get too close or it'll fly off. There. See it in the branches of the tree on the left. I can't see it. The bird's huge.
もしかしてあの黒いのがそう？
Closer to gray than black, I'd say. Orange eyes and feet, though.
パパそこまで見えてるの？私にはなんか黒っぽいのがいるなーってぐらいしか見えないのよ。
Oh, is this Yuji's talent? Really good eyesight? That's why he's like a sniper? Well, I've got pretty good long-distance vision, thanks to my job. Alright, wait here. I'll bring you something nice. Or maybe just develop it over time. I don't know if you can do that with sights, but okay.
いいもの？
I'll be back soon. Don't run around and scare the cuckoos off, alright?
わかった。
I drag back to the dorm, then drag out the rucksack containing all my earthly possessions from the back of my closet. Ooh, this is gonna be big if he's grabbing something from there. I know it's a little pathetic to admit this myself, but there's a hell of a lot of useless junk in this thing. The container I finally retrieved from the very bottom of the bag looks just like a tackle box at a glance, but instead of lures, it's packed full of old tools I no longer actively use in the field. An assortment of Allen wrenches in all sizes, a short-handled stubby driver, an old Palm PC with a monochrome screen. A Palm PC, damn. A GPS that's grown unusably inaccurate. Sifting through it all, I finally spot a small black case. There it is. I retrieve the case, opening the two sliding clasps holding it closed, and flip open the lid. In the middle of cushioning bed of foam, there's a long tube glazed to a dull, non-reflective black. Specifically, it's a loopholed MKM3, a sight my master bought for me as a toy one Christmas. I'm equipped with nicer optics these days, so I haven't used the thing in years, but I never got around to throwing it out. I remove the lens and try peering inside. The wire reticle doesn't seem to have been jolted off center. Slide it, you know what, actually... Just throwing this out there, but as a theory of where this is going to go. I wonder if Machina, this is gonna be like a Cats in the Cradle type thing. Little boy blue and the man's in the where Machina basically becomes a lot like Yuuji. Specifically, she's doing the military thing, she's getting the physical thing, making Yuuji just like that. Like, is she gonna like become a sniper? Maybe. I wonder. It would be very interesting if that happened. Sliding it back into the case, I take the whole package under my arm and head back to the courtyard where Machina is waiting. Sorry for the wait, the cuckoo's still singing.
まだいるっぽいけど、パパどこ行ってたのよさ。
My room? Just went to get this from my room.
何それ？
Well, a little telescope, basically. I definitely snap open the case and retrieve the scope, remove the lens cap, and place a long, cool tube in Machina's hand. The thing's made of metal and glass, so it's pretty heavy. Just don't drop it, okay?
ああ、なんかこんなのテレビで見たことあるのよ。
Damn.
狙撃の人が持ってるやつなのね。
You're too
パパ
perceptive.
なんでこんなの持ってんの？
I wonder. You're too perceptive sometimes. I am an amateur bird watcher. Just forget that. Just take a look already.
おうよ。
Just as instructed, Machina presses the black tube to her right eye with both hands, but...
何これ？全然何も見えないのよさ。
Just have it backwards? You've got your eye too close to the lens. Just, okay, let me see it for a second. Well, it's not like a telescope. It's meant specifically so it can be on a gun and away from your eye, yeah? After retrieving the scope from Machina, I attach a rubber eye cup to the appropriate end of the tube. While I'm at it, I also twist the zoom ring, decreasing the magnification somewhat. How's this?
うわ、見える。すんげえ見えるけど、あれ？過去はどこ？
Now you have the struggle of trying to actually change your direction, like specifically through a magnified thing. Just try to figure out exactly where you're trying to look at. Try using your left eye to look for its general position while your right eye looks at the scope.
お、どこだ？あ、いた。なんか大きい鳩みたいなのがいる。
Huh. I never thought of that method.
すげえ、くちばしが黒いのまで見えるのよさ。
Not that I do that sort of thing very often, but still. Try turning the dial back on the tube. You can change the magnification so it'll look even better.
うわ、すげえ。かっこだよパパ。生かっこ。写真以外でこんなに大きく見たの初めてだよ。ジーズ。
Jeez. Machina, what happened to your language?
だってパパ、すんげえ面白いよ。うわ、過去こっち見た。こっちみんな。
Well, the bird's getting nervous because you're making so much noise.
かっこ泣かないね。静かにしてれば泣く？
Oh my goodness, we have a reason to get you to be quiet. Oh my goodness. Yeah, as long as we stay this far away, I think you'll just start again sooner or later.
もう興奮冷めやらぬといったところだけれど、しばし静かに格好観察としゃれ込みますか。
Yeah, you do that. Observing things you don't normally get the chance to see is definitely enjoyable. I always like watching birds as well. When I was living alone with my master in the mountains, we'd see turtle doves and bulbuls every day. And even after I started my current job, I'd usually get the chance to watch birds during a long standby periods in the field. Then again, there was that one time I had to spend 2 weeks on standby on an uninhabited southern island. It was a small, windswept piece of stone, barren of trees and devoid of birds. After finishing all the books I'd brought with me, I didn't have a thing to do other than sit on the rocks by the shore and watch tropical fish below. At first, I thought a completely solitary job would suit an introvert like me just fine, but I still remember the painful stab of depression I felt after I realized I hadn't spoken a single word in over a week. Solitude and boredom are pretty difficult things for human beings to endure, I guess, especially in combination. Introverts are people who... It doesn't mean you don't enjoy social gatherings. It just means typically you use being by yourself as a way to relax and reinvigorate yourself. And typically it's the opposite for extroverts, where being with people, having fun with them are more something to refresh yourself and get your energy back.
ねえ、パパ。
What?
カッコは悪い鳥なのかな？
What makes you ask?
だってタクランってもともとその巣にあった卵を落としちゃうんだよ。
Oh, don't worry, Machina. If you're trying to compare yourself, I'm pretty sure I haven't had any kids. At the very least, if Yuuji does have kids, they haven't mentioned it.
そんで自分の本当の子じゃないのに親鳥はカッコのヒナのために一生懸命に餌をあげるんだよ。
Oh,
どうして？
you consider that the important part? Well, probably because they don't realize it's not their child. Or even if they're vaguely aware, when the thing opens its mouth and goes cheep cheep, they just can't help but feeding it.
それってずるいよね。
Unfair to what? Unfair might be one way to put it. Yeah, but that's just the strategies. That's just the strategies of the species. If the cuckoos played fair, they wouldn't be here today.
人に迷惑をかけなきゃ生きられないなら絶滅すればいいのよさ。そうまでして生き延びたカッコに何の意味があるの？
Yeah. You're just trying to compare yourself to it, and I get it. A jerky question, yes. They gain as a species by causing others harm, but that's not exactly rare in nature. And there are cases when other birds notice a switch and rejects a newly hatched cuckoo. It's not like they can be sure everything will go smoothly. The cuckoo strategy has its own risk. When a chick manages to find itself some good foster parents, it should accept its good fortune happily. Rest assured, even if I'm warbler and you're cuckoo, I'll take good care of you until the day you can leave the nest with confidence.
ごめんね、パパ。
Don't be. The cuckoo may be a parasite, but our relationship is symbiotic. Your presence doesn't cause me any harm. Hell, sometimes it's beneficial.
例えば？
Again, at the tricky question. Okay. There's a number of advantages to having you around, but I doubt you'd really understand even if I tried to explain. If I had to try and wrap it up in one phrase anyways... I find you cute, I suppose?
私、可愛いふりをしてるだけかもしんないのよ。
Oh, please don't tell me you've been mangling the Japanese language all this time out of some misguided attempt to be cutesy. Oh, you're badly overrating your talents as an actress. Saying that and nothing more, Machina silently continues peering through the scope. It's pretty clear that the girl started comparing the cuckoo's evolutionary strategy to her own way of life, and concluding that asking me to become her father might have been unfair on her part. But in the first place, Machina entrusted me with a full 70 million yen in compensation for this job. What did I ever do with that anyways? Doesn't exactly qualify as a parasitic relationship. That said, I completely understand the anxiety Machina is feeling right now. I myself went through something very similar after my master adopted me. I asked her many times why she'd bother to take in a worthless, incompetent brat like me. And every time my master gave me the same answer. You need to get over this idea that you can't do anything. Kid, it's just a self-fulfilling prophecy. The way you look at things makes a hell of a lot more of a difference than you realize. Listen up, from now on, tell yourself this instead. I can't do everything well, but there's nothing I can't do at all. Got that? He's definitely said that before. I think probably in this route, actually. And in the end, it didn't prove that difficult to find something I wasn't so useless at. Something that gave me a kind of worth. If I hadn't met my master, I probably would have gone my whole life without discovering that.
それでも
You know, they keep like saying that. I have this thing, I have that thing. I mean, I assume it's related to sniping, but... Huh?
それでもやっぱし私あの鳥嫌いパパ知ってる
Don't hate yourself, okay?
カッコウってねよその巣に卵を産んだ後また他のカッコウが来て同じ巣にもう一個卵を産んじゃうこともあるんだって
Oh, is this foreshadowing? Are we gonna get another adopted child between me and Amane?
そうするとね一つの巣に二つのカッコウのヒナが帰るでしょ一つの巣にカッコウのヒナは2匹いらないからカッコウのヒナ同士で巣からの落とし合いが始まるんだって
Is this your way of telling me to never take on another, sort of adopted child?
なんかもうとことん生臭い鳥なのよさ
Makina would be the type of girl to be a big sister, and basically... Wait, she is a big sister, isn't she? Is this how you treated your... Oh, I bet this is how you treated your actual sister. Well, nature is fundamentally cruel. Ooh, right, you said another cuckoo comes along. Right, because he's a different father, right? Oh, I get it.
うるせー泣いてんじゃね
Weren't you waiting for it to sing?
なんかあいつの顔見てたらだんだんムカついてきたのよさカッコウってのはあれか焼いて食ったらうまいのか
You can make almost any meat reasonably edible with enough curry to flavor it. But, we can't say I've ever experimented with cuckoos. I'm not much of a carnivore in the first place, you know? The bird does sort of resemble a pigeon. Could sort of picture it in France or China stuffing cheese into its stomach and then turning into then cooking it in an oven. But, well, I'll admit I'm not exactly knowledgeable in culinary affairs. I haven't heard of any cuckoo eating customs in this country. Try to forgive him, right? Why don't you? Cuckoos have their reasons, just because he's a parasite doesn't mean he's a jerk.
まあパパがそう言うなら許すけど育児放棄を感化するわけじゃないのよ
Yeah. Amane and I are here for you, right? Don't get so fired up. I drop a hand into Magina's head and give it a few thumps. The girl responds with a grumbly half growl, but appears mollified for the moment. An idiotic electronic squawk cuts through the conversation. Wait, what? Electronic? Wiping away any remaining fragments of tension, Makina quickly retrieves her egg-shaped digital pet from its usual place around her waist. Ooh, right, she is a Tamagotchi.
こいつはいけねえや明日バイトに行かなきゃいけねえ時間ですぜ旦那
Are you supposed to be a Tokyo kid now? It's currently 7:30 by my watch. I'm pretty sure Makina was scheduled for her first shift at the bakery starting at 8 this morning. Ooh, is it gonna go well?
そんじゃ私ちょっくらバイト行ってくるのよさ
How much are you actually going to be working there? Very well, obey your orders faithfully and uphold the honor of your shop. Devote your days to the pursuit of baking excellence.
レンジャー
Hey, hold on, you. Get off that bike. I don't remember giving you out your MOS yet. Don't give me that. It's too early for you to be riding on the street alone. For today, you'll head to your destination on foot, while imagining yourself following the same route on bicycle. Stay alert and practice maintaining situation awareness, understood?
なんかバカバカしいのよさ
Do what I say. What kind of attitude is that? Approach your drills as if they were real combat. Also, don't casually wander off with my scope in your hands.
ちバレたか
I sort of thought I was gonna give it to her, but whatever. Is this how it went with Amane's boots too? Oh, you're too hopeless. I don't mind letting you have the thing if you like it, but you're not going to need it in the bakery. Leave it behind.
うーいそんじゃ行ってきまーす
Indeed. Do a sprout out there. After entrusting me with the mini velo and her new scope, Makina dashes off towards the front gate, imitating the ting-ting of a bicycle bell with her mouth. Looks like she managed to get herself into the scenario. She really does have fun with those. And so, I sent Makina off in what I felt was a suitably vigorous and encouraging manner. However, this opinion was not universally shared.
もう行かせちゃったの？それも一人で？
She can make it, don't worry. I should probably go without saying at this point, the objector was Suomane. I fail to see the problem here. When the designated time arrives, you head into the field. That's what a job is. Watching as I dig into my breakfast of cold pasta with tomato and basil sauce, Amani contorts her face with an exaggerated display of sadness.
かわいそうにマキナ。朝ごはんも食べずに出かけるなんてお腹空いてるだろうに。
I forgot about that. Well, we stopped by a convenience store on the road this morning. She gobbled down a bagel and an egg sandwich with a bottle of milk. I doubt she's starving.
ちょっとあんた、またマキナに買い食いさせたの？
Well, she didn't get breakfast, so... I mean, the girl said she's so hungry she couldn't move.
何それ、激ヤマじゃない。欲しがるたびに好きなもの与えてたらあの子まん丸になっちゃうよ。
I'd love her anyways. So you say, Amane, but it's not like you want to see her groaning with hunger yourself.
そりゃまあね、あの子にお腹空いたって言われると私もついいろんなもの与えちゃうけど。
You self-admitted hypocrite.
でもちゃんとカロリー計算して太らないようなものを与えてるんです。
Yeah, my bad. That's why I'm heroically eating her share of the breakfast you made, see?
全然言い訳になってないんですけど。
Now that you mention it. Matter of fact, eating outside often makes me realize just how good the stuff Amani makes really is. The pasta I'm working on right now is pretty simple stuff, but I have to admit it's delicious. You really can make anything taste good, Amani.
そんなこと言ったって騙されないんですよーだ。
It seems like I am. You might not be worth much. It might not be worth much coming from a man with the notorious dull taste buds, but I was being completely sincere.
分かったわよ。もう分かったから。今朝マキナが何を食べたかちゃんと教えなさいよ。
Like I said, an egg sandwich, a bagel, and a bottle of milk.
ベーグルはハムとチーズのやつ？
Good guess.
マキナはハムもチーズも大好きだし、噛み応えのあるパンも大好きだしね。卵サンドは普通の三角のやつ？
That's right. And the milk was a 200ml bottle. Don't remember the brand, but there's something about packed full of calcium on the label.
成分調整牛乳ね。200ml で約120キロカロリーとして、
You got this shit memorized. Why?
ベーグルが200キロカロリー、卵サンドが300キロカロリーと考えると、
You know, I get calorie counting, but this is way out there.
620キロか。卵サンドがでかいな。
You do realize she was bicycling with me too. It should be fine. She's on the bicycle for a good hour burning that off.
まあね。それに朝はいくら食べても平気なのよね、割と。でもその分夜食べる量を少し減らさなきゃ。具体的には200キロカロリーほど。
You're so seriously diligent on that.
自分の食事のカロリー計算のついでだから別に面倒じゃないし。それにこれ以上太って可愛い服着れなくなったらかわいそうじゃん。
I don't care.
ちなみにあんたに出してる食事は1日だいたい2200キロカロリー以内にまとめてるよ。
What? You're planning out my diet as well?
だってあんたの普段の食事見てたらなんか1500キロカロリーぐらいしか取ってないんだもの。それじゃ痩せちゃうよ。
Wait, is this why you're constantly feeding me pumpkin?
かぼちゃを舐めるなよ。かぼちゃは栄養の塊。まさに無敵の健康食品。かぼちゃがあれば10年は戦える。あれはいいものです。
Yeah, I'm still not really a fan. Are pumpkins really that amazing?
ちなみに私のこの体型はかぼちゃダイエットのおかげで維持できてるんだよ。
Damn.
ビタミンたっぷりでお肌もツヤツヤ、活性酸素も除去してくれるし、体温が上がって基礎代謝が高まるから痩せるし、何より食物繊維が豊富でいいこと尽くし。
So you get to poop well, okay. You sound like a fresh recruit into some pumpkin-themed cult. But they do taste good, so whatever.
でしょ。そこで今日のお昼はかぼちゃの冷たいスープを。
Oh god.
スオさん、ちょっといいかしら。
Do you want pumpkin? We can have pumpkin.
何？
頼まれていたものいくつか調べておいたけど、結局どうするの？ネットで買うの？
A vibrator? I bet it's a vibrator.
値段はどうだった？
そうね。店頭価格と比べるとおおむね2000円から2500円の値引きね。送料を考えるとトントンか500円。
微妙だな。
What are you people talking about?
ああ、なんかね、マキナの話を聞いてたら私もパンが焼いてみたくなって。
Okay.
パン焼き器を買おうかと思って榊さんにネット通販の値段を調べてもらってたの。
Why?
ボーナス前で新型が発表になる時期だから、一つ前のモデルがぐっと値落ちしてるわ。買うなら今がチャンスだと思うけど。
You know, even for you, that seems like an odd thing for you to be aware of for bread makers.
古いのと新しいので値段と性能の差はどれぐらい？
そうね。値段の差は8000円から1万6000円。性能についてはほとんど変わらないわね。デザイン、
じゃあ古いモデルでもいいかな。
スオさんの欲しがっていたバゲットが焼けるタイプのものは同時に焼ける数に差がある程度で、性能はあまり変わらないものが8000円ほど安い値段で売っているわ。
Damn, I'm actually so surprised by how much Yumiko's getting into this.
ネットのストアオークションで見ると同じものが1万6000円安い値段でスタートしてる。
Oh, wait, that could be a good thing or a bad thing. Is it because it has such low demands?
でもそれって結局値段は上がっちゃうんでしょ？
It varies, but
希望即決価格に設定されている値段を見るとよそより1円安く出品されているからよ。ただ注意しないと送料が別途かかるケースはあるけど、今回見ているストアは送料が無料のようね。
I so know that. Just like when you're looking for like something and you're like, oh, I want to look at just like the lowest price that they have, and then you find these like 99-cent things, like, wait, what? And then you look at the shipping and it's like fucking 15-20 bucks or something, and it's more expensive or as expensive as the thing would normally be. And they're literally just using the lower price to try to get into people who want lower prices and trick them. Just, it's so obvious, but I wonder how much that works, because it's not like they stopped doing it. Assuming the price would probably end up being somewhere in the middle. That's still 8,000 cheaper than buying it in a store. You're surprisingly good at this sort of thing for a rich girl, Sakaki.
私としては経済に精通していると受け取ってもらいたいところなのだけれど。
Consumerism and actually looking for stuff is a lot different than actually being well versed in economics. I see. You've got a good nose for money, Sakaki.
なんだか微妙な言い方ね。別に構わないけれど。
それにしても8000円の差額か。どうしよう。頑張れば値切れない数字じゃないのよね。
You could just buy it online. How long is it going to take to ship? Like a week? Are you really in that much of a hurry?
素直にネットで買うか、それとも店頭で形地放り出すか悩むわ。
Is your dignity really that cheap?
普通にネットで買ったらどう？クレジットカードを持っているのでしょ？
まあそれでもいいんだけど、やっぱり商店街の電気屋さんで買おうかと思って。
If you can get it down that much.
確かに現物を手にして買う方が安心感はあると思うけど、今時はネット通販もほとんどノートラブルが普通よ。
Oh yeah, definitely. Even whenever this was made, it's pretty reliable. If you're going for the auction sites, then yeah, that's more questionable. But most actually reputable sites like eBay and stuff are typically going to have your back and getting your money back if it really is not what you wanted, or they lied to you basically. Not that it's not what you wanted, but they lied to you, and you can do your research wrong and it can end up being not what you wanted. But other than that, like they lied to you.
そういうことじゃなくて、お店で買えば機械が調子悪かったりうっかり壊しちゃった時でもすぐに対応してくれるでしょ。
I guess typically, well, if you're buying from an auction site, you won't get warranty at all. If you're buying it from a typical store or retailer online, you'd still probably get warranty.
多少高くてもお店で買うメリットってそういう部分だと思うし、そういうサービスを買うことだと思うのね。
Have you bought appliances from them before? Because just because they're local in an actual store doesn't mean that they're going to be able to help you with all that.
それに前にスチームオーブンを買った時に、次何か買う時もここで買うからって言って値切っちゃった手前、よそで買うのも気が引けるしね。
Okay, so you just wanted to know if it was so much cheaper that you had no excuse.
今回はお店で買うよ。せっかく調べてくれたのにごめんね、榊さん。私は別にあなたがどこで買おうと構わないし、大した手間ではないから気にしないで。
But anyway, sounds like online shopping has come a long way. The world's getting a lot more convenient these days. Oh, you don't even know the half of it.
今は何でもネットの時代よ。確かに便利にはなったけれど、通信には障害がつきものだし、あまり高級的な手段とも思えないから、依存しすぎるとしっぺ返しが大きいのもネットなのよ。
Screw you. They say that inconvenience is the mother of ingenuity. But I guess that's no reason to avoid the convenient option when it's already there. By the way, can you get anything you want off these online shopping sites these days?
何でもというと語弊があるけれど、合法なものは大抵手に入るし、非合法スレスレなものも条件次第ではかなりの確率で買うことができるわね。
Interesting. What do you have in mind, Yuuji? I see.
何よユージ、あんたなんか変なもの買おうとしてんじゃないでしょうね。
Well, he does have like 73, what was it, billion? I don't even remember. Million, or I don't know. No, I just thought I'd buy Machina a little toy. But it's not exactly urgent. I was just a little curious.
おもちゃなら、あの子もういっぱい持ってるわよ。これ以上私の部屋にガラクタを持ち込まれたら寝る場所がなくなっちゃう。
You can sleep in Machina's room. Duly noted.
それにしてもマキナ、ちゃんとアルバイトやってるのかな。
I can't imagine it going well.
パン屋のご主人には何かあったらすぐに連絡してくれるように伝えてはあるのでしょ。
Yeah, but that really just means that something goes wrong, not that she's not good at it or she's being super shy.
連絡がないということは何も問題はないということよ。それはそうなんだけど。
No, nothing significant. She hasn't burned the place down at the very least. Worrying isn't going to change anything at this point. What will be, will be.
どうしてそんなに落ち着いていられるのよ。心配じゃないの？
Not in the least, actually. Why?
だってあの子、知らない人とは喋れないんだよ。
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mentioned that as well, but Machina said she's going to try her best to get over it. I guess she really is trying.
頑張ってもダメな時だってあるでしょうに。
We can cross that bridge when we come to it. Don't worry, I think Machina is going to handle this just fine.
やっぱ私は待ってるだけなんて無理。後でこっそり様子見に行ってこようかな。
Maybe you could just walk in and buy one thing of bread and walk out. Sneaking a peek isn't a bad idea then.
やめておきなさい。保護も過ぎれば信用されていないとイリスさんのプライドを傷つける結果になるわよ。
I mean, you just have to be like nonchalant about it. Just come in and say hi and then buy something and leave. Just don't act like you're trying to spy and you'll be fine. At least I think you would be.
そりゃ分かってるけど心配なんだもの。もしバイト中に倒れて寝ちゃってたらどうすんのよ。
Is that a legitimate concern? I told the owner to knock her awake if that happens, so it shouldn't be a problem. And more importantly, how about you just show a little trust in the girl?
あの子のどこをどう信用しろというのか甚だ疑問ではあるけれど。まあやっぱ私って過保護なのかな。
A little, probably, but that's not the worst thing in the world. Way I see it, slightly overprotective is just about right for a mother. The world's got too many parents who can't or won't look out for the kids. Can't hurt to overcompensate a little in the opposite direction. But I think Machina's passivity and fearfulness towards others has largely been the product of her own negative self-image as an incompetent idiot. Over the last few days, I've taught the girl quite a few things, and I'm trying to point her towards a way she can develop her potential as a human being. I intend to continue doing so from now on. And although I don't think my actions are the sole cause, recently Machina started to show proactive interest in many different things. She seems almost eager to get her hands dirty. Experimentation begins with a willingness to touch, to explore something new with your own hands. Sometimes you may not like the way it feels in your palm. Sometimes you'll jerk your hand back in pain. Even so, the pain's a new discovery in its own right, a lesson you can't really understand except through experience. I say infants put everything and anything in their mouths to learn the taste of poison. I did not know the poison thing was associated with it. I thought it was just learn about the world. Because I thought infants have really bad eyesight, so really they learn most everything by touch. That's why they like stick out their hands and grab people's faces and nose and stuff like that. Maybe it's just babies. And same idea with infants, I thought. I mean, learning what's poison or not is probably a good idea too, but at the same time, yeah. But Makina's been raised in the equivalent of a sterile clean room. Now she's finally beginning to explore the taste of the world through her own words. I won't deny my declaration of complete confidence was largely a bluff, but I don't think I'm raising a kid who can't figure out the difference between bitter green pepper and a bottle of arsenic. Yeah, she's gonna chug that arsenic. Soon enough, evening came. Although her first shift at her new job ended some time ago, Makina still hasn't returned. Amane, who suffered through the day in a state of constant distracted worry, finally broke down and called the bakery. As it turned out, the girl had left right on time some 30 minutes ago. This prompted Amane to shout, "Ah!" and attempt to dramatically leap to her feet with the cell phone still pressed to her ear. But unfortunately, the woman had been sitting on the couch with her long hair tucked under her sizable buttocks. As her head snapped backwards with a painful yank, Amane let out a long groan of uncertain meaning, something along the lines of "Ha!" Then turned her impotent anger on the target closest at hand, probably me. "Hey, Yuuji, why don't you pick up Makina? Get going!" What? It's not like I sent the girl off for her first day of kindergarten. Makina's not a child, right? She acts like it sometimes. She'll come wandering back on her own eventually. Such were my honest thoughts on the matter, but faced with the sheer irritable fury in Amane's slightly teary eyes as she rubbed her scalp, I couldn't find the courage to voice them. Sighing inwardly, I pushed myself up off my seat. I'm thinking she just saw some huge dog. A great Pyrenees or Samoyed, something like that. I don't know. Then latched onto the thing and buried herself into its fur, completely losing track of time. In that scenario, the owner would have continued walking their dog at some point, meaning Makina should be back on her own eventually. But depending on how things play out, she might tag along for the rest of the walk. I'm just imagining someone walking their dog and Makina just like clinging to this large dog, her face buried into the fur. She might tag along for the rest of the walk, following them all the way home. Eventually ending up in the stranger's living room, snacking on sweet cakes and tea. Okay, that's a disturbingly plausible scenario. Of course, families with big, poofy dogs like that tend to be fairly well off, so I doubt she'll be in much danger of a financially motivated crime. But racially. But on the other hand, there's no guarantee she won't run into the clutches of some seraphitic multi-millionaire with a twisted interest in childish young bodies. My conclusion: it would be best to swiftly track the girl down and have her thank them for the cakes, then promptly withdraw. I retrieved my private cell phone from my jacket pocket. Of course, we tried calling Makina before anything else, but her cell phone went straight to voicemail every time. Well, that's telling. It's not even on. Amane and I had been uncertainly pondering our next move when a savior known as Sakaki Yumiko descended from the ceiling on a golden chariot. As saviors go, she might be a bit on the cranky side, but today she brought us tidings of comfort and joy. Apparently Makina's cell phone was equipped with a remote tracking function in case of loss or theft. Find my iPhone, okay? We immediately set about tracking the phone's location through its GPS. As it turns out, she was keeping perfectly still in what looked like to be the corner of the shopping district near the state. Okay, something happened. After consulting a map, we confirmed the girl wasn't in the residential area, just sitting by the side of the public road. Apparently, my gobbling down cakes in a rich person's house hypothesis was a little off the mark. Not too far off. It's not too far. Given this new information, my next thought was that the girl had either dropped her cell phone or simply dozed off on the spots, but seems like it's the latter. Hey, Machina, wake up. For the time being, I decide not to take the drastic smack upside the head solution to this dilemma. Opting for a gentle shake of the shoulder, Machina's head sways a little in response, but there's no sign of her waking up. Worn out from her first day on the job, eh? She even has bread. Oh, no way that's still warm. Although it leaves me a little hesitant to wake the girl up so forcibly. For the moment, I decide to contact Amane on my cell phone. Right. I found Machina. She's dead. This is Field Operative Kazami Yuuji. I've discovered and secured the mark. Yeah, little punk's taking a nice nap on a bench in front of the station. Not really. I tried calling out to her, but the girl seems to be sleeping pretty deeply. I'll wait a little bit longer, but it shouldn't be a problem either way. If necessary, I'll just carry her back to the dorm. That's the important part. Understood. Nothing further to report. I'm ending the call. Alright then. Hey, Machina, can you wake up for me? That's a no. That's probably a no. She fell asleep because she just ran out of energy, right? Or at least that's how they explained it. Once again, I give Machina's shoulder a shake while calling out quietly. Machina! She does respond in the form of a dopey little grunt, but it doesn't seem to have brought her any closer to regaining consciousness. I guess I have to carry her back. The girl's not exactly heavy. Shouldn't be much of an issue. I glance at my watch. We've still got nearly 2 hours left until 8, and I doubt it'll take longer than 30 minutes to get back to the dorm, even if I carry her on my back. More than enough time? Seriously. Could you be any more defenseless? Considering the girl was kidnapped as a child, she's surprisingly incautious. Then again, there's not really much danger in public street with a heavy pedestrian traffic. At worst, you might have a wallet or a bag stolen while you sleep. But in modern Japan, even that sort of petty crime is not very common. This really is a peaceful country. But on the other hand, the apathy of the passerby, who doesn't even bother to wake up a little girl dozing off in the sun, is also very typically Japanese. In any case, I just can't let the girl sleep here forever. For one thing, the longer we stay like this, the higher the odds of someone reporting some shady-looking degenerate trying to cop a feel off a sleeping kid to our friendly neighborhood police station. Oh, that would end well. I should really either be waking her up immediately or getting her on my back and beating a prompt retreat, but watching Machina draw soft, regular breaths, I can't help but just wanting to just let her be. I know this might sound a little strange, but I don't dislike watching women sleep. It does sound a little strange. It doesn't matter if it's a ridiculously powerful and crudely masculine woman or a shaggy-headed blonde who spends every waking moment carping like she's your damn mother. Oh, JB. When their eyes are closed and their mouth is I'm guessing the first one, the ridiculous masculine one, is probably his master. I mean, the two examples you can probably think of. When his master and JB. When their eyes are closed and their mouth is shut, they're cute. Same goes for Machina. It seems normally, watching the girl just makes you wonder if she's burned out a couple 100,000 synapses in her brain, but when sleeping quietly like this, she's genuinely adorable. Are you awake, Machina? I'm part of the search party. It's been 5 days. You were really taking your time getting back, so I came to pick you up. Oh god, is this gonna happen when she's riding a bike? Machina opens her mouth wide and lets out a high-pitched, vaguely feminine, feline yawn, worn out from her first day on the job. Well, that's good to hear. I think you'll stick with it. Although I've been making a conscious effort to trust Machina, I was pretty worried deep down, but from the way she's talking, it sounds like she was able to concentrate on the job.
さんの仕事好きかも。いろんなパンがあって、いろんなお客さんが来て、今日ね、いろんな人といろんなお話をしたのよ。
That's a much better result than I expected. Cool. What sort of people did you meet?
いっぱいいたよ。普通の OL さんとか、子供を連れたお母さんとか、それにフィリピンのお姉さんとか、中国とか台湾のお姉さんとか。
Sounds like you've got quite the Pan-Asian clientele in there.
なんかね、店長に聞いたら、外国の人はスーパーとかで買い物しにくいんだって。
It
だか
is?
ら個人商店に来るんだって。
Why would it be difficult? Huh, you don't say. Come to think of it, this foreigner I knew once told me something. A while ago, the tabloids and TV news shows made a habit of constantly reporting on organized criminal activity perpetrated by a small number of illegal immigrant workers. Oh, God, it's just fucking bigotry over that. Okay, it's just typical people just like, oh no, everything's horrible because of the illegal immigrants. They're all criminals and no. That's always been something in the, every country, every era. It's an easy scapegoat. As a result, people got this fixed idea about groups of foreign shoplifters roaming around the supermarkets, and anyone who doesn't look Japanese enough still gets the stink eye. Can you make your weekly shopping trip feel really unpleasant?
ね、お仕事いっぱい頑張ったからって、店長さんにメロンパンいっぱいもらったのよさ。
Was that your pay? The paper sack Makina is clutching in her arms is packed full of pastries. Judging from the intense sweet fragrance wafting from the buns, they're still hot from the oven.
お腹が空いたから帰りに食べようかと思ったんだけどね。どうせならみんなで食べようと思って。
I'm surprised they're still warm. You've been out here for a while, haven't you?
パパとかアマネとかユミちゃんにチルチルにサッチンにチズチズ、いつもお世話になってる人にね。
Chizu. So Jizero? I didn't know you had a nickname for her.
いつもありがとうってメロンパン食べてって言おうと思って。でも帰る途中でどうしても眠くなっちゃって寝ちゃった。私ね、いつもみんなにはありがとうって感謝してるのよ。でもね、今日それが分かった気がするのよさ。
With material goods, yes, good, you're getting the American way.
一生懸命頑張ってこれが私の頑張った結果なんだよってメロンパンを食べてもらえばきっと気持ち伝わるよね。
A bit cliche, but it rings true well enough.
お礼の気持ちって感謝の気持ちってきっとこういうことなんだろうな。それがね、今日一番嬉しかったこと。
I see. Well, you did get Makina. I'm sure they'll be happy. Like always, I drop a hand into Makina's head and scratch it vigorously, only to discover that her hair's moist with perspiration. Although it's gotten a little cooler now that the sun's sinking, napping outside on a summer day probably had something to do with it. But when I think of it as a sweat the girl shed for her labors, particularly the napping sweat, for some reason there's a tight feeling in my chest. She really did do her best. As the thought runs through my mind with a new ring of conviction, I look down to find Makina's head nodding back and forth unsteadily.
ラメラ、すごい眠いのよ。
That's alright. You can sleep. But you can get on my back first. I'll carry you to the dorm.
ありがとう、パパ。
As the street fills with the pinkish glow of the sunset and the cries of cicadas, I take the bag of melon buds from Makina's hands and I help her up onto my back. Her body's small, light, and ridiculously warm as always. I can already feel my back growing damp with sweat. The girl's fast asleep before I can take a single step. She breathes through her nose steadily and quietly, every exhalation tickling the nape of my neck. His habit of dozing off anywhere and anytime is, as Amane puts it, probably a mild case of narcolepsy? But it's not, I mean, yeah, it has to be. But it's not anything that unusual for me. since my big sister was just as abrupt a sleeper. Okay. I think Maki is fundamentally pretty similar to her in this respect, actually. My sister's brain ran on higher octane fuel than most people's, but the mileage wasn't great. Sometimes she'd sleep more than 12 hours in a single day. Actually, didn't his sister also have the whole... Wait, maybe I'm remembering it's wrong, it's been a while. Didn't his sister also have the whole, like, photographic memory thing? Or whatever it was called in this respect. And other times, I look over after a brief pause in conversation to find she nodded off, after which she'd wake up only a minute or two later. The only major point of difference is that she would nod off at fixed times every day. Maki is a lot less predictable, requiring much more careful attention. Anyways, from what my sister told me when I was young, the heavy sleeping was necessary that her unconscious mind could process a large amount of information she absorbed while awake. In other words, nothing to get too worried about. Whoops. Shifting the melon buns to a precarious one-arm grip, I reach around to help Makina's limp slide down my back. After pushing her firmly onto my shoulders, I resume my slow, gentle walk back to the dorm, careful not to wake my passenger. I'm motherfucking surprised it went so well. I did not expect this. This is going way too well. How is this going to go wrong? There's no way. I mean, these all have to have, like, drama, right? It's not just going to go well and everything's good and everyone's happy at a point. There has to be a climax and a rising action and all those stuff that the story has. Oh my goodness. This is going way too well. I mean, it'll probably have to do it for family. Maybe she becomes competent again and her family comes back and it's just like, we want her back because she's competent again, yeah? Or maybe she becomes so competent, people in the company or whatever, or her family are like, yeah, she should come back. And they're like, no? And they like try to kill her or something. Ooh. Well, those would be possible. Given the whole thing about Yuuji protecting her and that being a significant thing, I actually could see that. I wonder if they try to kidnap Yuuji. Ooh, I wonder if that's possible. Okay, ideas are coming to mind on how this could go just because... Yeah. Okay. Well, one way or another, that's where I'm going to leave it for today. I'll see y'all next time. Drive safely, everyone.